Man, this is wild. It's one of those things you see in movies, but you go, no, this cannot possibly be true. No, it actually is, and it's a lot worse. Folks, welcome to the channel, The Modern Survivalist. As always, if you want to learn about realistic survival and preparedness, you have the channel with a ton of information. I suggest you get my books as well, Bugging Out and Relocating. Very important, giving everything going on. Street survival skills and surviving the economic collapse. Ton of information condensed in those 3 books, available in Amazon, in those links in the description of the video. Guys, this is... Spy's children did not know they were Russians. And this is the child that is meeting this man who she does not know. She has no idea who this man is. By the way, this is Vladimir Putin, dictator of Russia. And these are the Russian spies that were operating in Europe with an Argentine passport. It was initially thought it was a fake passport. No, it's actually a real passport because they've been living in Argentina intentionally for many years. These kids are Argentine. They didn't speak a single word. They didn't know anything. They had no idea that their parents were Russian spies. This is how deep it goes. This is how crazy. It is like in the movies. But anyway, the children of Russian spies couple who return home, I mean, they were just released in this prisoner swap from Europe into Russia, received by Vladimir Putin himself as heroes. These people are heroes for sabotaging the energy grid of Europe. It is insane. The children of Russian spies couple who returned home on Thursday after the largest prisoner swap between West and Russia since the Cold War only found out their nationality on the flight to Moscow. Like, Mommy, where are we going? Oh, we're actually Russian spies, sweetheart. Artem Viktorovich Dultsev and Anna Valeriana were posing as Argentine couple living in Slovenia when they were jailed there. Their children do not speak a word of Russian and did not know who President Vladimir Putin was, asking their parents who was greeting them upon their arrival. The Kremlin spokesman, Dmitry, this is a massive success for them. Like, look, our spies are they didn't even speak Russian. They don't know who Vladimir Putin is. Their own children don't know who they are. Total 24 people jailed in 7 different countries were exchanged. This is what was caught. Imagine, this is like the cockroaches. When you see one, it means that there's 1,000 more. If you caught 24 people, it means that there's probably 24,000 spies all over Europe and the rest of the world. 16 were Western prisoners detained in Russia. Jailed 8 were Russian prisoners held in US, Norway, Germany, Poland, and Slovenia. Among them was Wall Street Journal reporter Eva Gershkovich. The Russian family of 4 were warmly welcomed, with Mr. Dultsev and her daughter receiving flowers, warm embrace from Vladimir Putin. Buenas noches, the president said this to the spies' children as he greeted them in Spanish. As reported by Argentine media, this is how I learned about this, reading in Argentine media. There's a book that was written by a reporter, Los Topos, like the moles. The couple were known as Maria Meyer and Ludwig Girsten and arrived in Slovenia, sporting their Argentine passports in 2017. This goes on. I mean, we know that they're spies. We know that they're spies operating, right? But this is super interesting. The husband set up a startup IT company under his alias name, and the wife had an online art gallery. You know, when you see these people and you wonder, how the fuck do they afford that way of living? That doesn't make any sense. How much money are you making with your damn art gallery and your environmentally friendly doggy poop bags? What the fuck are you talking about, lady? Well, drugs, spying, sabotage, that's usually what it comes down to. The family used Ljubljana as the base, and it was not until 2022 that the couple were arrested by Slovenian police on espionage charge. At a large-scale prison swap, were sentenced to 19 months in prison each, pleading guilty to spying charges, but were giving their arrest. They were released, and the type served orders to leave Slovenia, reported by Associated Press. It was not until Thursday during the large-scale Russian... This is from last year. This is not new. But it just goes to show how deep this goes. Kremlin spies and children were returned to Russia. 11-year-old were born in Argentina. Changed thereafter as they only learned they were Russian when they were leaving for the Kremlin is that they learned they were Russian. The children of the undercover agents asked their parents yesterday who had greeted them. They don't know even who Putin was. Supposed that they know undercover agents or illegals work making such sacrifices for the sake of their work and their dedication to their service. Unlike legal spies, this is interesting, who are posted abroad under diplomatic or other official covers. Yeah, yes, I am a Russian, I work for the embassy, I'm a cultural envoy or whatever bullshit. You're a fucking spy. No, we are exchanging spy, right? No, these are illegals, are on their own, working normal jobs, living in suburbs, and operating without the diplomatic immunity enjoyed by other agents should they be caught. And the thing that is not being said here is that what they did specifically in Slovenia, they went specifically to the schools where some of the people working on the European power grid, the governing body of the European power grid, the parents were sending their kids to that same school. They signed up their kids to that school so as to get in touch and associate with the people that worked in this Department of Energy in Europe. Why? Because they obviously wanted to get information to sabotage the power grid in Europe. This is from last year. Just a few months ago, Europe was very much interested in getting everyone prepared for sabotages and power outages and flashlights and radios. And then you saw a massive blackout in all of Spain and Portugal and the south of France. This is how they operate. This is what they do. And we have no idea what else they're capable of.